Samsung Galaxy world there are 4 options. At the top, the Galaxy Note line with its excellent S Pen functions and large screen. Next up is the S line, the most popular of all Galaxies and responsible for some of the most iconic phones ever released. Next is the A series, a group of great looking mid-range devices geared towards those looking for good solid specs at a more affordable price. And last but not least, we have the J series. These phones are all about value and giving you the essentials twinned with a handful of features you would find on the excellent mid-range A series. So this here is the subject of today's video. My name is Mr. West and let's take a look at the new Samsung Galaxy J5 2017. So last year's Galaxy J5 2016 was well received with a solid build, Super AMOLED HD display and a well-rounded spec sheet offered at an affordable price. Fast forward a year and the J5 2017 gets an all-new metal build, and from first glance you'd be forgiven for thinking this was a Galaxy A5 2017. With the same dimensions, this is a dead ringer for its A series cousin. Once you get this in your hand, it's soon clear a few omissions have been made to offer us a good looking Galaxy device at a more affordable price point. Along with the metal build, we now get a front-mounted fingerprint sensor and 13 megapixel cameras to the front and the rear. Interestingly, there's a flash on both sides, which would be good news for selfie lovers in low light. At 160 grams though, the phone feels deceptively light, but on paper is actually heavier than the OnePlus 5. Weird. With this being said, the overall build quality is top notch and all the buttons are nicely tactile, leaving a good impression of quality. In this gold finish, the J5 2017 looks smart, and I think Samsung have done a good job of bringing a bit of premium to the budget segment. So a quick word of warning before we look at the display. There's no Gorilla Glass here, and I have seen some users complain of the screen being scratched very easily, so you may want to invest in a screen protector to ensure you keep the screen looking at its best at all times. But with that out of the way, the Super AMOLED HD display looks simply marvellous. Despite its modest 1/280 by 720 pixels and 282 pixels per inch, the screen looks tack sharp and colours are rich with that trademark AMOLED inky contrast, ensuring a nice pop to icons and photos. Text is well rendered, even on the smaller screen setting, and overall I was really pleased with how everything looks. The inclusion of the AMOLED display adds a touch of luxury, and I don't think anyone would be disappointed with how this looks. As with the A and the S series, there's a selection of screen options so you can tailor the images to your own taste. A nice addition which is both useful and convenient. Onto connectivity, the J5 has the basics covered with dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, GPS, NFC, FM radio, micro USB and even a headphone jack to keep everyone happy. To help bolster the 16GB of built-in memory, there's support for microSD cards up to 256GB in size, so for connectivity, the J5 2017 has all the essentials sorted and I wasn't left wanting in any day-to-day use. Onto performance and software. Under the hood, the Galaxy J5 2017 is powered by Samsung's homegrown Exynos 7870 octa-core processor, and this is backed up 2GB of RAM and a Mali T830 MP2 chip to handle the graphics. I really wasn't expecting a powerhouse, and in reality, yes, there was a struggle with apps like GFX Bench, and more graphically intensive games do struggle on higher settings, but it would be remiss of me to complain, as in real world day-to-day use, the Galaxy J5 2017 never really misses a beat. General navigation is smooth and intuitive, and only when you really push it with multiple downloads, web pages and apps open, the J5 will gently slow down a little, but never hang on you, which is more than can be said for other phones I've experienced in this price range. That front-mounted fingerprint sensor is fast too, with quick response times and impressive accuracy. You can load up to 4 fingerprints, and my success rate was really pleasing, with only a few failed attempts, for example after washing my hands. Software-wise, the J5 2017 comes with Android 7.0 Nougat, with the Samsung Experience overlay, and the look and feel is reminiscent of the Galaxy S8 with the same menu order and a Bixby-like news interface, a leftmost swipe away when you need it. Animations look smooth, and the Samsung theme store is here, so you can tailor the look of your new budget friend to your liking. I'll be honest, the J5 2017 reminded me of using the excellent Galaxy A5 2017, and it's often easy to forget you're using a more modestly priced Galaxy in daily use. Custom launchers are also handled well, and if this is your fancy, I was able to restore my faithful Nova launcher setup in no time, making the J5 2017 look like the A5 2017 in a snap. So for software, the J5 2017 gets a big thumbs up. and I think you'll be impressed with what Samsung have achieved at this wallet-friendly price. To keep the show on the road, the phone has a non-removable 3000 mAh cell, which has excellent stamina thanks to the combination of the low-res HD display and efficient Exynos octa-core processor. In normal day-to-day use, I was able to squeeze out over a day's use before heading back for the charger. The J5 2017 proved to have some good stamina over prolonged use. Speaking of recharging, there's no adaptive fast charging here. You can easily fill the battery from 0 to 100% in around 90 minutes with the included wall adapter. There's no need to worry about percentage anxiety here. Onto the cameras. So the main imaging is taken care of with a rear mounted 30 megapixel autofocus camera and LED flash. This can shoot 1080p video at 30 frames per second, just like its A5 2017 cousin. And despite the slow autofocus, so Perseverance results in decent images, which although lacking in outright fine detail, are passable and look clean and colourful. The front mounted camera can also shoot 1080p video at 30 frames per second, and I'll show you more of this in a moment. There's no optical image stabilisation on board as with the A5 2017, so a steady hand is required, meaning night shots can look a little bit murky. The video is okay but nothing sensational. The front camera is 30 megapixels for its fixed focus and also has its own flash. This is a nice inclusion, but for me, I would have preferred they ditched this and added some sort of electronic image stabilisation to the rear camera. Images from the selfie camera are much the same as the rear, but I don't think anyone will have any complaints here if shooting spectacular pouts and raised eyebrows is your thing. Audio quality via the headphone jack and Bluetooth is nicely detailed and rich, but suffers from outright volume and power. But everyone has different tastes, and I don't think the target market for the J5 2017 will be disappointed. The sci-fi and loudspeaker above the power key makes a return from the Galaxy A5 2017, and whilst it can go pretty loud, don't expect earth-crushing quality. So here's some camera and video samples so you can make up your own mind about the Galaxy J5 2017's imaging qualities. So in conclusion, despite some cost-saving decisions in the low-res screen and efficiency-friendly chipset, the Galaxy J5 2017 is a budget phone which is more than the sum of its parts. It's comfortable to hold and pocketable, looks great in any of its 4 pretty colours, and simply feels right every time you use it. The idea here is to give you the essentials with some flair thrown in, and in this regard, the J5 2017 is another winner for the Galaxy line. My only slight issues are its average camera and its slightly high price against its competitors. For the same price, you can get yourself the excellent Moto G5 Plus or the Wiley Fox Swift 2X, phones which have better specs all round for sure, but for the many, the lure and brand strength of Samsung Galaxy wins out. So if this is you and you can't stretch to the Galaxy A5 2017, then the J5 2017 will not let you down. So, a budget Samsung Galaxy with some fancy bits borrowed from the family jewels. Should you buy one? Well, if you can live with a more modest spec sheet, will only take occasional photos, but don't really care for smashing your way around Asphalt 8, the Galaxy J5 2017 has you covered. I'll leave some links in the description, and if you've got any questions, we'll catch up in the comment section later. For now, this has been my review and roundup of the Galaxy J5 2017. If you like what you see, please don't forget to click that thumbs up button and also subscribe for more great content coming soon. My name's Mr. West, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.